Hi, this is Steve, and in this video I would like to talk about how to start a business with zero money. First of all, this topic is very close to me because I was able to establish a couple of successful side hustles with no money in the recent years. At first it might seem to be a difficult question to answer, however it is not as hard as it seems to be at first glance. There are many possibilities if you would like to start a business with even zero money. Most of us dream about the entrepreneur life, however only a very few people are able to chase this kind of dream. I know many people who are talking about continuously their ideas and one day they would like to launch this kind of successful business idea, and I also know people who are not able to share their thoughts because they say that this kind of idea is so powerful and so interesting that one day when I will launch, it will make me a millionaire and also it will be successful instantly. And guess what happens in the end? Nothing. The dreams remain dreams, and sooner or later they will give up on their ideas or they just fall into the analysis paralysis. They always think about how should they launch their products or services, and they are looking for the perfect time, the perfect opportunities and everything, and in the end nothing happens. In the beginning of my 20s I also did the same because I always looked for excuses why I'm not able to launch my own ideas, and I just tend to say that of course I could be successful if I had a family with an extra amount of money or something like that. However, it was just a pure excuse from my side. At some point I just decided that no matter what happens, at least I would like to try to establish a business even with zero money, and gladly I succeed. This decision was one of the best in my entire life because I was finally able to place into practice what I have thought about constantly, and that was a great feeling because what I have thought in the beginning, the complete opposite happened in reality. Right now in this video I would like to share with you 4 different ways which might be helpful if you would like to start a business with zero money. Some of the ideas will require more time or technical skill, meanwhile other ideas will be easier to set up, however it won't earn as much money as the previous ones what I have mentioned. In parallel with these ideas, I highly recommend you to check out one of my previous videos where I have already collected a couple of ideas how you can make money at home. If you click on the screen, you can watch the full video. So, are you ready for the mentioned ideas? If the answer is yes, please don't forget to subscribe and watch the full video because I would like to share the secret with you right now. Tip 1. Print on demand. So what does print on demand mean? I think this kind of term might sound familiar to you because many different entrepreneur channels already mentioned this idea. Imagine that you are establishing a printing company where you don't need to take care of the printing process itself and also the further logistic steps. Instead of the hard work, you will hire an external supplier who will take care of the mentioned part of the process. Of course, it will result less amount money on the printed products. However, you don't need to invest your own money into the printing machine, the mug press and different type of t-shirts. I think it's an excellent opportunity if you would like to step into the world of business and try yourself as an entrepreneur because it will have low risk and you also don't need to jump into the deep water and take care all the kind of responsibility which belong to the entrepreneur's life. It's easy to establish and it won't require any money from your side, and anytime when an order is placed on your side, you just need to ask your supplier to print the product what they have ordered, and you also need to send it to your customer. Let's see the advantages and the disadvantages of this idea. I think in case of advantages we can mention that it's easy to set up, it won't require any money from your side, it's an excellent opportunity to step into the world of business and try yourself as an entrepreneur, and on the other hand it can be considered as a great investment because even if you sleep, you can receive order from your potential customers. The disadvantages can include it will result small margin. As I mentioned, because part of the process will be take care of your external supplier, of course you won't earn that much money on the printed products. Also, it's not easy to break into this kind of printed market because the competition is high, you need to be creative and also you need to find out how you can break into this market. Furthermore, you might need extra money on advertising. Even if you don't need to invest into the mentioned heat press machinery, you still need to spend money on the advertising, otherwise you won't succeed. Lastly, what I have mentioned as an advantage, it also can be a disadvantage that this kind of idea won't teach you properly how to treat your own business with maximum care. I mean, if the sum of the process will be taken by an external supplier, of course you won't get into the logistic and you won't get into the printing itself. And I think a good entrepreneur always knows what's going on with their business. All in all, print on demand can be an excellent idea if you would like to launch your side hustle. On the other hand, you must be creative and committed because it's not easy to break into the market. Tip 2. Resell free stuff. This tip impersonates the perfect business idea, how you can launch your own business with zero money. So what do I mean when I just mentioned to you to resell free stuff? Luckily, there are many people who would like to get rid of their old and used electronic devices and also different type of furnitures. They fear that they don't want to waste their time to throw them away because they are heavy or it will require specific waste collectors to place them. The best part of the process is that they think that they will throw away trash, meanwhile it will be treasure for you. The following question can be raised. How should it work? What can I do if I would like to launch this kind of idea? The process is very simple. First, search for different forums and places where you are looking for people who would like to get rid of their used products. Secondly, jump into your car or take a bus if you prefer public transportation and approach them. Third, go home and take some photos about your new lot. Fourth, try to resell your products on Facebook Market or also in any kind of buy and sell groups. As you can see, only 4 steps needed to establish your own business with zero money. The best thing is, as you start to look for items more and more often, you will figure out how you can find really valuable objects, of course, what you can sell on higher prices. Let's check out the advantages. This idea is absolutely free. You just need to place fuel into your car if you don't prefer the public transportation. Also, you can earn different type of margin, depends on the product what you find. Lastly, you can meet with different people and this kind of conversation can lead to further business opportunities. Now let's move to the disadvantages. To be honest, this idea is very time consuming and also you can consider this as an investment. If you don't go for the mentioned products, you won't earn any money. Lastly, the competition can be very high as there are many different professional loot hunters who had the experience and sometimes it can be frustrating to compete these kind of people. To wrap up this tip, it's impressive how easily we can earn money from others' free stuff. However, it will require a lot of time and physical activity from your side. Tip 3. Single page product sites. My third idea regarding how to start a business with zero money will be single page websites. To be honest, I was always very passionate about this idea and back in the days that was my first side hustle which succeeded. I think it can provide an outstanding opportunity to compete with the big companies and also earn some kind of extra money. So what is the idea behind this tip? There are several different web stores who try to sell different type of products. They sell 500 or even 1000 products and of course they are not able to take care all of their products one by one. Moreover, they can't make sure how to rank all kind of products in the Google search engine to the first page. And this will be your perfect opportunity. Your task will be that you have to select only 1 or 2 products from the mentioned web store selection and create a website which totally pay attention to all the details around the mentioned product. So how does the whole process work? First of all, you need to select a product which can earn you a decent amount of money and it must be relatively small because of the different type of freight costs. At this point, I highly recommend you to look for products which has only one function. I mean, if you would like to resell different type of shoes, that means that you always need to store different sizes and colors and so on. So don't look for these kind of products. Focus on a simple product which can fulfill a simple thing. Secondly, establish a single page website where everything will be about your mentioned product. Try to write down everything. It's even better if you can write about the function itself, and also you can come up with different advantages, why is it great for the customers and so on. Write as much as you can because every single letter will count in the Google search engine. Try to write down a detailed explanation about the product and make sure that you include the keywords which you would like to rank up in the Google. Thirdly, start to promote your single page site on different type of buy and sell groups and also on the Facebook marketplace. Lastly, get ready for your first purchase. Now let's move to the advantages and also the disadvantages of this idea. Let's start with the advantages. It's a fantastic investment idea if you are able to rank up in the Google. When you reach the first page of the Google, I guarantee that this idea will earn money years later, even when you are not take care of it. Secondly, it won't require too much time and effort from your side. I mean, comparing this idea to reselling free stuff, you don't need to be on the way all day if you would like to earn money. Now let's move to the disadvantages. As I mentioned in the beginning of this idea, it will require technical skill from your side. You need to get aligned with online marketing, SEO, advertising and so on. Secondly, it can be a risky idea because you might launch your single page site but you never rank in Google, therefore you won't earn any money with this idea. And lastly, it's not easy to find a product which meets the required criteria. Trust me, it can be time consuming if you would like to find a relatively small product which can earn decent amount of money for you. I mean, you need to find products not like sunglasses where you can earn only $1 on each product, because at this point you need to sell maybe 50 or 100 if you would like to earn a decent amount of money. Overall, this idea provided me the perfect opportunity to earn some extra money and start a business with zero money back in my 20s. I know this idea might be unfamiliar to you if you are not in the online marketing, however, that doesn't mean that you don't need to give a chance for it. Tip 4. Personal branding. If you are affected by the world of social media and you like to share every single moment with your followers, I think you should give a try to build up your personal brand and earn money with it. In the recent years, even the largest companies realized how powerful can be if they advertising with different Twitter and Instagram influencers. After this realization, the mentioned companies started to offer different commissioning for the mentioned influencers if they are able to sell the products and services to their followers. Certainly you don't need to be the face of a famous beverage company if you would like to earn some money with your personal branding. You can do this with smaller steps. The idea behind your personal branding is that you would like to build up a community who are willing to follow you and also take actions when you ask them. At this point, the mentioned companies will step into the picture because you can agree with them, and maybe if you sell and promote their products, you will get a certain commission after a successful purchase. Of course, the mentioned companies will require to create content about their products and services, and you need to persuade your followers to buy them. I think an online personal branding can be an appreciable way if you would like to start a business with zero money. Now, let's see the advantages and the disadvantages of this idea. Advantages might include: it can be a passionate goal in your life if you love it. Secondly, it is risk-free. You just need to build your community without any kind of advertising. Thirdly, you can manage your personal profile anywhere around the world, therefore you don't need to set yourself at an exact place. Lastly, you can work with multiple partners, therefore you don't need to commit yourself to one, you can earn money with different partnerships. Now let's move to the disadvantages. The competition is huge. It's not easy to come up with excellent and creative ideas which can break into the market. It also can be time consuming and you can burn out easily if you would like to build your community constantly. If you promote cheap products, you won't be able to earn a decent amount of money, therefore you need to take care of your partnership carefully. Overall, as you can see, it's not a mission impossible to establish a business with zero money, but you need to make sure that you pick the right idea. So that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed my video about how to start a business with zero money. And if you enjoyed my video, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment and share my video. And as always, see you next time.